Are you recording? Is this working? What's going on? Is there shadows here? Hey everyone! So today's video is a sketchbook tour, and I'm going to be walking you through my sketchbook flow. This is one of the most prized books that I have, as it really helped me explore my thoughts and identity. I'm a very visual person, so this book helped in a big way. So without further ado, on the inside of the cover here, I have a pencil crayon drawing that I did of Rayon from Dallas Buyers Club. I know there's a lot of controversy around cis actors playing trans characters, but I really appreciated the job he did, and I liked it. It was a good movie. So, yeah. I also have a sticker here. This is from OCADU alumni, Sam Nolan. I picked this up at their Grad X show at OCADU. And absolutely phenomenal artwork. They had a thesis called They, Them, Theirs, which was exploring what the world would look like without gender binaries. And they did a phenomenal job. So definitely check out Sam Nolan. I'll post a link. So at the front of all my sketchbooks, I like to include like a spell just to protect who's seeing it, what hands it falls into, and you guys are definitely invited. I've just got a drawing of a dead mouse here. There's something sweet about animals that are dying naturally. I've just got a quick journal entry here about going through depression and feeling like I wasn't giving credence to my gender identity. So, yes. So as you can see, my sketchbooks go between journal entries and artwork. This is just a drawing of Kanye West. I think he's a phenomenal artist, and a lot of people don't give credence to him and the work he really does. And I've just got another journal entry here about staying with my mom in the hospital overnight and admiring her strength, realizing maybe my depression wasn't so bad and that I was doing better with my gender identity than I thought. This page is kind of like a throwback with a quick picture of Mo from Major Laser's Lean On music video, a drawing I did of my childhood blankie, and Marilyn Manson from the Mechanical Animals era, which gave me a lot of strength in high school. This is just a quick concept of something I might do for a photograph. And this is actually the first drawing I ever did of myself as a female. So it was being a visual learner, there's really something to me in being able to see what my future might hold, and I really do that with my self-portraits. I really like to explore who I might become, and I've just embellished it with this femme fatale sticker. So this is just another concept of something I would do for a photograph, and a female done with a Jack U face. Little Debbie here with some Krayshawn lyrics. These are just some outfit designs of what I might wear to Pride. This here is a tribute to my mother. I've got this light blue pencil drawing I did of her, as well as some initial thoughts I had of when I first heard she passed. Accompanied with this cutout from a magazine as a way to just help me move on. These are some sketches I did on a bus on the way home. And this is just a drawing I did of myself to help beautify myself. And I got this idea actually from some Instagrammers called the Gay Beards. Again with another cutout from a magazine, just to help my mind grasp what's going on. And this is actually a really poor portrait I did of Jazz Jennings, but she liked it on Instagram, so hey. some other Instagram idols of mine. And this is actually a drawing of a character from Gerard Way's comic book Umbrella Academy. And these are some cutouts from a magazine of the boys that I've drawn over. This is actually one of the ways that I'll explore portraiture, is drawing over pre-existing images. I would do this a lot with my agendas in high school. It's just a good way of practicing inking and what lines do I want to keep when I'm drawing a face. And I've done the same thing here with Davy Havoc. It's just another magazine cutout that I've embellished. And this is just a sticker from Zelda. And I was having a hard time drawing this day after I came home from working in a factory. And I believe this is a drawing I try to do of Laura Jane Grace. And this here is actually a reflection I wrote of what I recognized I was doing with my portraits. And it says, with each self-portrait, you redefine yourself. Draw yourself endlessly, redefine yourself endlessly, track your growth, choose how you grow, embrace change, and own it. And I really took that concept literally when I redrew myself as a goddess, Devi. Shortly after my mom passed away, my soul sister, her hubby, and I saw a psychic, and we went out for a walk afterwards and saw some UFOs. So I just drew this here to capture that moment. And I just got some other ideas here, like animals blending into one another. And this portrait of Diplo, as well as some quotes of his that I really identified with. This is just a drawing of one of my best friend's patios. And I was listening to Coldplay's Paradise and Shiva San's Okay, so I've just incorporated all that here. Again, just another journal entry describing how the summer went faster than I expected it to, as well as this cutout of Alexander Wang, which I've explored some lines over. And this is just a drawing of my soul sister and my first time ever going to a powwow, and it was the Midland powwow. And this is my appreciation page for Laura Jane Grace. She's actually the trans role model that gave me the confidence to move forward, particularly her AOL's True Trans series. And I've just got this ticket here of when I saw her at Riot Fest in Toronto. And this is actually a picture of her before transitioning, which I've covered up with a portrait I did of her after transitioning, just to kind of mark that transition and progress in her life. And this is actually a picture I did for an article in the Illustrated Fox, which was a publication I used to work in. And I actually strategically chose the newspaper articles that I wrote over. One was actually talking about Caitlyn Jenner coming out and the rising public awareness of trans people and trans issues. And this other one is actually an article in the same newspaper, I think just on the other side of the spread, talking about the typical female and male Canadian. And I just thought that was really ironic, so I used those two pieces as a backdrop for this drawing I did of myself, feeling less than better and appropriately accompanied with gender dysphoria. And this is just a picture of when I was actually in Jamaica, and I saved this spread from when I found out we were going to go to Jamaica. And this spread is supposed to just be an ode to Gandalf's Nature Boy, which is a song I have a lot of love and appreciation for. And I was trying to do some leaf rubbings, and I don't know, I just didn't complete it. And just some more appreciation of the female form. And these are actually just some concepts of some paintings that I still have going on in the works. The whole painting is actually the size of a doorway. I painted my whole body in magenta and did a body print on the canvas, and I was just going to outline it with a blue outline of the female form I would ideally like to have, and I was going to accompany it with some pastel flowers in the background. And hopefully I can complete this soon, as this one's been in the works for over a year now, and this is just another piece, as these were originally going to be a part of a triptych. And this is actually just a journal entry of a dream I had, and I was just making a reference here to Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat. I grew up Catholic, and that was actually the one story that I really resonated with. Just something about this man having to answer to his true nature. Some more kind of weird doodles. The childish spread that I couldn't get out of my head until I drew it. And some more journal entrying, and this is actually a drawing I did of while we were waiting in the airport to go to Jamaica. This is actually a drawing of a still from the Survivor Man show, I believe the Patagonia episode. And this is another self-portrait I had done, accepting where I was at that point, just recognizing the femininity through my masculinity. And this is another drawing from when I went to Jamaica. And this is just a quick message from a friend I made in Jamaica. We keep in touch, and we actually still travel together. It's a drawing I tried to do from when we went on that trip, but again, incomplete. And this is a drawing of one of the buildings at U of T. And this is actually a drawing from another sketchbook that got destroyed in a rainstorm. It's just a redrawing of an image I did in college, and I just changed this one by changing the pubic hair to moss as an allusion to Mother Earth. Just some drawings of sushi. I don't know too many people that don't like sushi. Just playing around with some collage again, and a lot of people say, oh, you know, killing it, and I've just accompanied it with this picture from a cigarette pack. Cheech and Chong here, smoking, and some other kinds of things. This spread was actually done on a day I was having a lot of difficulty, and you can actually see how my work differs from when I'm not in the best mental space to when I'm somewhere doing a bit better. And this is actually a drawing I tried to do of my soul from when I was staring into a mirror and exploring the colors of my aura. Miley Cyrus, infected mushrooms. And this is a drawing of a hostel my friend and I stayed in when we went to Costa Rica, called Rocking Jays. I highly recommend it. Absolutely phenomenal place. And this is just a drawing of myself as a woman and my heart opening up. And yeah, that's my book flow. So as you can see, there's a lot of things in here that help me identify myself. I'm sure you can see why I appreciate this book so much, and I hope you enjoyed the tour. And I'll see you guys next week, I guess. Bye!